So this video recording will not have your picture, right? But your voice will be captured, right? Okay, just to let you know that. Okay, the video recording is majorly just the screen and a small picture of myself. Okay, but your voice will be captured inside the video recording. Okay. Okay. So big data, it means that in today's society, almost everything, right, has been recorded by some by some computer, right? So every movement in your notebook computer, every movement in your mobile phone, right? So far we are talking about car computer, right? So with the car computer, the movement of every car is stored somewhere in the network, right? So business today, if they want to compete with the other company, then they need to learn how to utilize this data, right? This so-called big data to make business decision, right? So the reason that we have the reason that business analytic, in short, I would say BA, right? The reason that it's getting so popular is because of the growing of big data, right? So in this data society, now every company need to have the capability to utilize the data for business decision, right? So if you look into the stock market, right, so far the company that has the highest market value, company like Google, Amazon, company like like uh, Apple, right? This company, they actually see Google and Amazon. They are not producer, right? They do not produce product by themselves. Okay, Google do not produce anything, right? Amazon do not produce anything, but they are the most valuable company in this world, right? So how do they create their value, right? Because they can utilize the data in the internet, right? They can utilize the customer data, right? So they can generate value by analyzing the data, right? So that is I mean, kind of like the most valuable way to create value in today's society is to utilize data to generate value, right? So that is the basic logic. Okay. Okay. Um, there's one more thing that I would like to emphasize before we going further. Before we going further, there is a course front page. Okay, so everything in this course is actually captured in that website. Okay, so you need to go to that page. Every time you go to the class, you need to bring in your notebook computer and you go to that page. Everything starts with the page. Okay, so the easiest way to go to the page is go to our platform front page, right? So this is the platform front page. If you go to there, you'll see something like actually if you use this URL, you will connect to a Chinese website. Okay, so for English, you can actually switch to English here. Okay, go to the front page, and then switch to English. Okay, then you can find the course front page here. Okay, program, curriculum, and actually practice of business analytics. Okay, so make sure you use this one. This one is actually for last year. Okay, I will keep the record of last year for a few weeks. Now, after we go on for a few weeks, I will remove this one. Okay, so the easier way is go to this front page and come here. Now you go to the course front page. Okay, is everyone here already? First thing, I want everyone to go to this course front page. Okay. The URL should be there. Okay, or you can see it here. This is the URL. Okay. Anyone need more time? Raise your hand. Okay. Okay, so you are in the course front page, right? Okay. So as you can see that all of the information is in this course front page. The basic information, right? Okay. The time that for our class, okay. The location, and also there are a few important information. We have a questionnaire, okay? If you have not filled in the questionnaire, now is the good time to do that, okay? Let me check again, right? Now the good things for program is like, if I run the, see right now I have 10 questionnaire already filled in, right? So if anyone fill in the questionnaire, I can see it immediately, right? By running this one line of code, okay? I can take the content on the internet and turn it into actually turn it into a tabular format like this, right? So I can examine the data, right? For example, if I want to see that how many people has already learned R, right? There is a question asking about whether you have learned R, right? I can do typo. So I can see that only one people, okay, only one out of the 10 people who already filled in the questionnaire has some experience in writing R, right? 8 of them has not learned it. And there's one people never heard of it, okay? So this is the power of programming, right? Okay? And I need you to fill in the questionnaire. It's very important, right? Because in this course, I will split the entire class into smaller groups. And starting from next week, we will have some course assignment. Some of the activity will be like will be executed by team, right? So I need you this information to do the team assignment for you, right? Now another important thing for this is actually the besides the I know that for non-technical students, like the business school student, learning programming is actually not an easy thing. Okay? Okay, so one thing I need to tell you is that in the beginning few weeks, when you start to write program, right, it will be you need to spend a lot of time, as I have told you in the course syllabus and also in the welcome later, right? In the first few weeks, you will need to spend a lot of time doing programming, and that is kind of like riding bicycle, right? You need to do it yourself. There's no way that I can like by telling you do, then you can learn them programming. There's no way that you can do that, right? So in the first few weeks, I will give you a lot of homework assignment, right? Okay. So starting this week, you will start to write program this week, right? And at the end of this week, you will actually write like maybe like 50 program already, okay? Of course, very simple one. Okay, right? So so in order to help you do the homework, right? Because the homework, if you try to do the homework at home, right, then you can stuck in the middle, right? So programming is the thing that you need to do the syntax very specific, right? So sometimes you forget to put the comma, sometimes you forget to put the parenthesis. You get stuck there for like 1 hour, right? So it would be bad, right? So besides the lecture time, we will actually have a collaborative learning session, okay? So at the end of the questionnaire, I ask you what is your available time, right? Okay. So besides the lecture time, we will also have a collaborative learning session, right? Usually in the evening, okay. So you can like bring your notebook to the. We will have a classroom, okay. So you can bring your notebook to the classroom, and we can do the homework together. Right? That is very important, right? Especially for those who do not have programming experience and you want to get started with programming, right? Don't do it alone, right? If you try to do it alone, you will be very frustrated, right? So we know that, okay? So besides the lecture, we also have a collaborative learning session, okay? Now, in order to determine the time, okay, I need you to fill in the question now, right? Because at the end of the question, I'll ask you your available time. Okay, we will try to find a time that most people is available, right? But okay, so do fill in the question now, right? That's the first thing that you need to do. The second thing is that we have a YouTube channel, okay? So from time to time, we will post some related content into this channel. The channel has a lot of interesting program, right? I can show you. Yes?
The YouTube channel, almost all videos are in Chinese.
Right, that is a problem. we we up uh, up to this point of time, right? Yeah, most of the content is Chinese, but we will try to have more and more English uh, content later on. Sorry about that, but that is the status quo. Okay, and then just to make you feel that this is the channel, right? So far, we already have more than 3,000 subscribers in this channel, right? So that is actually a pretty popular channel in this field in Taiwan. Okay, so in this channel, there are some interesting content, um, and some of the material in this class will also be posted in this channel. But if the material is for the English class, of course the content will be in English. Okay, so you need to subscribe to this channel. And another thing is the Facebook group. Okay, we will from time to time we will have something to announce, right? So we will try to use this group. Okay, and sometimes we will have some group competition. We will also utilize this group. Okay, so subscribe to the group and also the channel. Okay, so this is YouTube, and there's another important thing is the Google Drive. Okay, now I told you that in this course we do not have textbook. Okay, so all of the material is actually like gathered inside this Google Drive. Okay, so if you go to this Google Drive, you will see that this is Unit 1, right? So in Unit 1, we have two PowerPoint file. Okay, so before the class, you go to this place, and then you can download the material that I'm going to use, right? Today we only have two PowerPoint, okay? Starting from next week, we will have, besides the PowerPoint, we will also have data and also have code, okay? So So the Google Drive is the place that we like organize all of our course material. Okay, so that's the so this front page is very important, right? So you need to go to this place and start from this page. Okay. Let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11. So we have we have 11 students here. But okay, so we have 11 questionnaire filled in. Okay, so every one of you have already filled in the questionnaire, right? Anyone have not filled in? You have not filled in the questionnaire. Okay. So maybe you can do it like at a break. Okay. So before anything, let's take a look at the syllabus. Okay. Okay. The plan. Okay. Now I will have to adjust this plan. Okay. Because usually there will be about like 1/3 of the people has the experience in writing R, right? But this class is quite special, right? Almost all people do not have programming capability, and another also very important capability is the okay. But and another very important capability is the statistics and probability, right? Okay, so see that most of the people do not even take the course of probability, right? And and most of the people do not have a very good, very solid experience in statistics, right? So that means that we will need to spend more time on this basic, on this fundamental skill before we go into business analytics, right? Okay, so usually I would start like a few weeks for R programming, and I will spend a few times to learn probability. Okay. So first of all, I'll teach you how to use R language, right? I will spend a lot of weeks. Okay. So we'll spend like maybe 6 or 7 weeks in R programming. Okay. And before we go into probability, I will give you some data, some real data, right? So actually, doing data processing, not necessarily you need to use probability, okay? You simply use the data processing capability, you can already have some fun, right? I'll give you some business data, and let's try to analyze the data, analyze this business data in R environment, right? So this would take I would say the first half of the semester, right? And then I will start to teach you a few. I will spend 2 weeks in teaching probability, okay? But don't worry too much, okay? We will not use a very difficult statistical technology, right? The hypothesis testing, the significance type of things, we will not use that at all, okay? We will not use that difficult statistic concept at all, okay? So I will try to keep it simple, right? So I will only spend 2 weeks to teach probability, right? And for the rest of the course, the time, I will actually like give you some real data, right? So you can practice the business data uh, in the business case. Okay. It does not mean that we will touch business data to at the end of the course. Okay. At the time that I am teaching R programming and also probability, I will also give you. I will already give you a lot of data to play with. Okay. So that is the plan. Um, in this situation, I mean that when most of the people do not have R and probability capability, I will slow down the progress to accommodate everyone, right? Because after all, uh, what's important is not what I told, right? What important is what you will learn in this course, right? Okay. So if you feel like I'm going too fast or going too slow whatsoever, you can like just let me know immediately, and I will do the adjustment. Okay. That's why I cannot like submit the entire material at once. Okay. I will try to uh, post my course material week after week. Okay, so in the first week, if you click this one, you will go to the first unit page. Okay, so in this unit page, you will see the unit outline, and this is our today's agenda, right? Okay. Uh, we will learn what is business analytics, why we want to learn R programming, right? So just I would show you. Besides the course, I would do some introduction about the micro curriculum, right, associated with this course, and then we will have some introduction about R, okay. A very very brief introduction about R. So don't worry about too much about programming, right? Okay, programming is not that difficult as you saw. Okay, after I'm giving you the introduction, I will spend some time on today's homework assignment. Right, there's a homework assignment that I want you to do. Okay, and basically that is the practice of. I'll give some introduction, and you will need to do some real R programming in the environment, right? So you will, if you do the homework right, then by the next time you go to this class, you already have a certificate. Okay, you already have one online certificate, like saying that you are already have some R programming capability. Okay, so beginning to do programming is easy, right? Okay, so I want you to take the first step this week. Okay, that's the agenda for this week. Okay, course introduction and introduction to R, and I want you to do some hand-on exercise on the R language, like in person. Okay. There are some more preparation. Okay, so TA, our TA is there. We have two TA. The first one is Wan Qi.
My name is Wanji, and I'm the TA for this course.
Yeah, louder, please.
Hello, my name is Wanji, and I'm the TA for this course.
Okay, Wan Qi is also from the IB program, right? So, and the other one is Jian Hua.
Hello, my name is Tianhua.
Speak louder, please. So Jian Hua is from our MIS department. Sorry, you are in the.
Oh no, I am MBA.
Yeah, he is in from our MBA student, and he already talked to this course. Okay, so both of the TA. In this situation, I will try to hire more TA to help you. Okay, because this course has some subsidy from the school, right? So I'll try to hire more TA to help you. Okay, So if you run into problem in the classroom, we will have TA to help you, right? Now, if you need help, we will also have a collaborative learning session, so you can bring your homework there. So TA will help. And actually, I will also attend the TA session most of the time. Okay, okay, okay. So programming is not. It's challenging. I know for non-technical people. I'll try to prepare the facility, right? To do the prepare the material, the facility to facilitate the learning process of programming for you, right? Or try to make the learning progress with fun, right? So, well, it would be you need to spend a lot of time, but I try to make the uh, make it make it interesting. I try to make it enjoyable, right? And whatever difficulty you run into, like come to me, come to TA, and we'll try our best to help you. Okay. All right. So as I told you, right, we will have team assignment, right? This is very important because teamwork is important, right? So starting from next week, we will have some team assignments, right? Okay. So most of the time, the team will bring their teamwork to the collaborative session and do it there, right? So with the help of TA and myself, it'll be easier for you. Okay. Now, see, when we do the team assignment and when we do the team, uh, there will be some team homework and there will be midterm presentation and there will be like uh, the final competition. Okay. Actually, at the final of the course, we will have a competition. Okay, I will give you some real business data. Okay, and I want you to do analyze the data and do a business plan. Okay, so at the end of the semester, actually in the middle of the course, I will give you a real business data, a set of business data. Right, so you analyze the data, and at the end of the semester, I want you to like do a business plan, kind of like a marketing plan, right? I will give you some sales record, right? With that sales record, you can actually like by analyzing the sales record, you can tell you can separate the entire customer base into segments, right? And you can see the characteristic of each different segment, right? You can determine which segment you want to focus on, right? And you can design your marketing campaign to address a specific segment with specific characteristic, right? In order to do that, you need to do analysis, right? Okay, that is the plan. Okay, so because we are doing teamwork, right? So my experience told me that there will be sometimes there will be if you sometimes there will be some free rider, like they don't want to contribute anything. They don't want to do some contribution inside the team, right? Uh, to avoid this to avoid this free riding behavior, right? We actually have cross rating. Okay, so the cross rating would take about 10% of the entire score. Okay, so not only that we will have the team score, right? So within the team, that we will let you do cross rating. Okay, so when we have team, please engage with the team, involve in the team, right? Don't do a free rider. Okay, see, try to show up, try to do contribution. Okay, I know that everyone may have a different specialty, right? Someone may be strong in marketing, some is accounting, some they are operation, right? And all of this business sense is actually important in business analytics. Okay, so so there must be a place that that you can contribute yourself, right? For example, you can help to do video, you can help to do presentation, that type of thing. Okay, try to involve with the team, engage with the team. Okay, and actually in the classroom we will also have some competition, and that small team competition we even will have prize, right? So you can win a bag of popcorn, something like that. Okay, some small quiz. Um, that will also take place with team, right? So team assignment is important. Okay, so fill in the questionnaire if you have not, right? Okay, so I can do the team assignment. Okay, collaborative learning session I already told you. Okay, right? Besides the lecture, we'll have time to do that. Okay. Okay, Google Drive I already show you already, right? Okay, so if you can go to this unit web page, you actually can click here. Then you will see this week's material. Okay, so starting next week, besides the PowerPoint, we'll also have a zip file, and within that zip file, you will see program and data. Okay. Now this is the kind of like the logistics so far. So is there any question so far? Yes.
Do we need to submit the data camp certificate before next Monday?
You need to speak louder. I cannot.
Do we need to submit the data camp certificate before next Monday?
Before next Monday, yes, that's the plan. Okay, that's the plan. So the question is the data cam certificate. Okay, this week's homework assignment is actually a data cam online course. Okay, data cam is an online environment. We will go to that at the end of the course today. Okay. Any more question?
I have a question. So we don't have any type of midterm, it's just a final presentation at the end of the semester? If we have any midterm, or is it only a final presentation at the end of the semester?
We will have a midterm presentation
A midterm as well.
presented by team, right? And also at the end of the semester, we also have a competition, right? And that competition will have a prize, okay? A prize about like the first prize will win like 4,000 NT dollars. Okay, it's a right. The second prize will win like 30,000, and the third prize is like 20,000, something like that. Okay, but because we only have a few teams, so actually it's you have a very very high probability to win the prize. Okay.
But it's teams of how many people?
I would say no more than 5. Okay,
5 and
so
1.
it's 4 or 5 people would be appropriate. Okay.
Professor, meaning the first prize is for $4,000 and the second prize for $20,000?
No, the second prize is, as I remember, is $30,000,
Like some one month.
and the third prize is $20,000.
Yeah, 1 month.
对。No. Not I said wrong. It's 4,000, 3,000, and 2,000. Sorry. I get it wrong. Okay. Okay. So if no further question, let's start with the PowerPoint. Okay. Let's go through the PowerPoint. So as I say that we have two things to do. The first thing is to introduction to business analytics. The second thing is introduction to R programming, right? These are the two things that we need to do, right? And then I will bring you to the data camp environment and tell you how to do your first week homework assignment, right? That's what left to do today, okay? Okay. This is the agenda. Now, business analytics. As we have already mentioned, right? This business analytics is actually becoming more and more popular in the business school, right? Some top tier business school like Harvard, like Boston University, like UC Berkeley, like Wharton Business School, right? The first class business school. They even have the business analytic department. Okay, it's not only a course, a curriculum, right? Some school even offer the entire department just doing business analytics, right? So you can see its importance is like increasing very, very rapidly. In Harvard Business School, in Harvard Business Review, there is an article saying that data scientist is the sexiest job of the 21st century. Okay, see, HBR, the Harvard Business School, Harvard Business Review, is actually a journal, a top tier journal in business, right? Okay, so in this top tier business journal, they declare that data scientist, right? The data scientist is one of the most sexiest jobs in this century, right? Okay, and in order to do data scientist, you will need three different specialty, right? We already mentioned that. The first thing is computer and programming, right? That's one thing. The second thing is like mathematics and statistics, okay? Programming, probability statistics, and the key thing is actually the domain knowledge, the domain business knowledge. That is very, very important, right? And if you took the course in the technical department, such as MIS or computer science, computer engineering, they tend to focus on these two black area, right? Okay. But since we are in the business school, we will put our focus here, because after all, it's the business logic, it's your sense of business that is our purpose for business, right? Okay. So this is a kind of like a myth, right? There are a lot, because of its popularity, there are a lot of material in the internet, right? If you look for the internet and you try to find the definition of data scientist, right? What a data scientist will do, right? It will tell you are collecting data, cleaning data, exploring, do some explorative, explore the data, do modeling, right? And use model to like do prediction, right? Okay, that's what a data scientist do, right? But business analytic is more than data scientist, okay? Okay. As I say, all of this is just tool. They are instrument, right? In business, this is not what we want, right? In business, we want to do prediction, right? And we want to do, in business, this is what we want, right? We want to do strategic management, marketing, operation, accounting, HR, right? This is what we want to do, right? So the model by itself is not useful unless you can use model to do prediction, right? And you can combine the prediction with your business knowledge, right? You do the prediction, you do the assumption, so you can simulate, you can optimize, and you can make decision. Okay? So, uh, as I say, if you go to the engineering department, what you will learn is things like this, okay? But in this course, it's different, right? We will try to we will try to hide the complexity, hide the complexity of algorithm, hide the complexity of mathematics in the R language. Okay, in the R language there are some high level interface, right? So you don't need to deal with the very specific engineering issue, right? So we want to use a tool already existing in R to do this process, right? To make model, do prediction, right? And use your business domain knowledge to incorporate assumption with the prediction. Then you can do simulation and do optimization and finally make your decision. Okay, that's what we want to do. So data scientist is one thing, business analyst is the other things, right? And in this course, we are doing we are helping you to becomes a manager with data science capability. Okay, that's our purpose. Okay. See, actually, you must have heard of this term very frequently, right? Digital transformation, right? Okay. The time is actually 1/10. Let's take a quick break now. So and we will resume the course like 10 after 10. Okay, be punctual. Okay.